You felt it. Before the news broke, mid-step, mid-breath, something collapsed behind you. Not a sound, a vacuum. The kind that follows after everything important has already fallen apart. You weren't running, you never were. They were. Now look, the chase stutters, footsteps tangle, plans rot in daylight. Someone unseen just recalculated you. The loss isn't yours, it's orbiting you. Calm spreads first, then confusion, then the slow terror of realizing the damage happened. Without your permission, you don't explain, you don't turn around. They do, and that's when it lands, you feel it first. Not fear, not danger, an absence, something heavy, no longer pressing. Rooms feel wider, air behaves differently. You pause, not confused, alert, because loss has a temperature. And it's cold, where they stand. You didn't act. That's the problem. Things collapsed. Without your fingerprints, no noise, no warning, just gaps where certainty lived. People hesitate, mid-sentence, eyes dart, jaws tighten. They sense damage but can't locate. The moment you remain normal, that's unsettling. Still posture, even breath. While behind you, structures loosen, plans misalign, confidence drains slowly. You notice, before they do, something vital left the room, and everyone else feels lighter, not relieved, exposed. You don't chase clarity, it walks toward you, slow, unavoidable. Small inconsistencies start stacking. A sentence that doesn't align, a decision made too early, a delay with no reason. You notice, you always do. They tell themselves, it's nothing. That's the lie they need, because patterns don't shout, they accumulate. You watch timing, who speaks first, who interrupts, who suddenly explains things no one asked about. Their behavior gets louder as your silence stays clean. You aren't hunting, you're observing gravity, momentum exposing intent. They repeat mistakes with different excuses. That's when it clicks, not as a revelation, as confirmation. You already knew. Their strategies depend on speed, yours depends on memory. They forget what they promised, you don't forget. What they avoided, meetings stretch, decisions stall, eyes flick toward you for permission. They pretend you don't have. You let the pause do the talking. They fill it with panic. Patterns tighten. The same names surface. The same reactions repeat. The same people defend too hard. You don't confront. You catalog. That's the part they underestimate. Because once a pattern is seen, it can't hide again. Every move after that becomes predictable. They sense it, not consciously, just a creeping awareness that the game is no longer random. They adjust tactics that confirms it. You stay consistent, that terrifies them. Consistency is control, disguised as calm. Now every choice they make leans toward exposure. They feel trapped by their own habits. You didn't tighten the net. They did. All you did was notice and remember. And once patterns refuse silence, they start confessing. Through behavior alone, nothing explodes. That's what scares them. Truth doesn't arrive with drama, it leaks. Slow, patient, you don't reveal anything. You don't need to. Information starts misplacing itself. A message seen by the wrong eyes, a detail repeated slightly wrong. A story told too many times. Cracks form from repetition alone. You stay neutral, almost detached. That neutrality becomes suspicious. They expect pressure, interrogation, a reaction. You give none. So they start talking to fill the silence. That's where exposure begins. They volunteer context. They over-clarify motives. They defend positions. No one challenged. You watch faces. While they speak, micro-delays, forced certainty, eyes searching for agreement. They're not speaking to you, they're convincing themselves. Facts rearrange without your involvement, timelines don't match, alibis drift, supporters hesitate before backing them again. Loyalty weakens. When doubt enters, and doubt spreads without sound, you notice others changing posture around you, standing straighter, speaking slower, choosing words more carefully. They sense alignment shifting, not toward you, away from the unstable. That's when panic becomes visible. They check reactions. After every sentence, they monitor you without meaning to. You remain unreadable. That's the exposure. Because truth doesn't need a speaker. When behavior narrates it, people start connecting what they ignored before, not because you told them, because reality became impossible to defend against. They realize too late that the reveal was never an event. It was a process, already finished. By the time they noticed, you didn't pull the mask. You let it slide off under its own weight. Now everyone sees what you saw earlier, and no one asks how you knew. They're too busy asking how they missed it. This is where it changes, not outside, inside. You feel the shift before language catches up. Reactions slow, choices sharpen. You stop asking what they're doing and start deciding what matters. That alone repositions you. Your body learns it first. Shoulders settle, breath evens out, eyes stop chasing approval. People notice before you announce anything. They always do, because power is a posture. Long before it's a move, you no longer rush to correct misperceptions. Let them misunderstand. Confusion protects you. Your silence isn't restraint anymore. It's filtration. Only useful information gets through. Everything else dies at the door. This is the flip. Fear used to ask for your attention. Now it waits. Self-doubt used to speak loudly. Now it needs permission. You don't argue with it. You don't suppress it. You outgrow it. That growth is subtle, almost boring, which is why it's unstoppable. Your decisions stop explaining themselves. You choose, you move, you don't rewind. That certainty reprograms the room. Others adjust without realizing why. They mirror your calm or resist it. Both reactions give you information. You start seeing people as systems, predictable inputs, predictable failures. You don't personalize anymore. That's the upgrade. When insults lose teeth, when praise loses leverage, you stop being pulled by emotional gravity. Now you're the reference point. People check themselves before speaking around you. They feel measured, not judged. Measured and measurement implies standards. Standards imply hierarchy. You never declared one. It emerged. That's what terrifies them, because they can't point to the moment you became different. There was no announcement, no visible turning point, just a gradual realization that engaging with you requires more precision than they possess. You don't escalate, you stabilize, and stability is a threat to chaos-driven people. This internal flip locks in one truth. You are no longer reacting to the environment. The environment is adjusting to you. This part never looks dramatic. That's how it works. Control doesn't arrive with force. It drifts, subtle, unannounced. You don't reach for it. You stop resisting it. And suddenly, decisions start leaning your way, not because you demand them, because alternatives feel unstable. People pause before acting. That pause is new. They used to move first. Now they check the room. They check you. You feel it in timing. Meetings slow. W down until you speak. Plans hover until you nod. You don't notice at first, then you do, and you say nothing. That restraint confuses them. They expect assertion. They prepare for conflict. Instead, you allow the shift. Control matures. When it's not squeezed, others begin, self-correcting. They adjust tone. They revise choices. They abandon positions. Before you challenge them, you never ask them to. That's the transfer. Authority rewriting itself through anticipation. You don't issue commands. You set conditions. Boundaries replace arguments. You decide what gets access, what gets delayed, what gets ignored. Those decisions restructure everything, because attention is the real currency, and yours becomes selective. People feel it when they lose access. They try harder, explain more, promise faster. You remain measured. That calm creates hierarchy without aggression. They start deferring without agreement. They just adjust. Control now flows through you, instead of around you, not as dominance, as inevitability. Even resistance feeds it. Pushback reveals who still believes they matter in this exchange. You watch carefully. Some adapt, some crumble. Both outcomes strengthen your position, because control isn't about holding everyone. It's about choosing who remains relevant, and relevance is being reassigned. They sense it, that creeping realization that you don't need their compliance. You only need their awareness. Because once people know who the axis is, they rotate themselves. You didn't seize control. You became the placebo, it settles. This is where it fractures. Not loudly. Erratically. Feel itr before they understand it. A pressure they can't locate. Move stop landing. Timing slips. They act faster to regain ground. And lose more of it. Panic never announces itself as fear. It calls itself urgency. Sudden meetings. Long messages. Explanations nobody asked for. They start overplaying everything. Tone sharpens. Then softens. Then sharpens again. Inconsistency leaks out. You watch without intervening. That's what accelerates it. Because panic needs resistance to justify itself. You give none. They misread your calm as preparation. At assumption does the damage. They begin second-guessing past moves. Old decisions get re-examined. Old alliances feel unsafe. Trust thins. They test people for loyalty. That never ends well. Questions come loaded. Responses get memorized. Authenticity drops. You see it immediately. Their circle shrinks without you touching it. People don't like being audited under stress. So they drift. That drift creates isolation. Isolation feeds panic. Now mistakes multiply. They correct publicly. They apologize prematurely. They accuse vaguely. All signs of someone losing control while pretending otherwise. Sleep shortens. Reactions spike. They monitor reactions after every move. Eye scanning. Waiting. For confirmation that they still matter. You don't give it. That absence is louder than confrontation, because panic hates ambiguity, and you become pure ambiguity. They imagine scenarios, invent threats, attribute strategy, where there is only patience. That projection exhausts them. Meanwhile, you conserve energy, focus, options. They rush outcomes. You let time stretch. That difference creates asymmetry. They're spending resources. You're accumulating leverage. At some point, they notice the imbalance. Too late. They try to regain footing by forcing clarity, direct questions, sudden boundaries, aggressive certainty. It backfires, because forcing control reveals the lack of it. Observers notice. Neutral parties recalibrate. No one wants to stand next to instability. They start distancing for their own safety. That's when panic peaks. Not screaming, not collapsing, but a quiet realization that momentum is no longer theirs. They feel hunted without being chased. You never moved toward them. They ran themselves into exposure, and now every option feels wrong. Silence feels dangerous. Action feels risky. That paralysis locks them in place. You watch it settle, calm, controlled, because panic always burns itself out. And when it does, only one side still has clarity. This is the part no one applauds, no collapse, no spectacle, just a final reordering. You feel it lock into place, not as victory, as stillness. Everything stops pushing back. Resistance doesn't fight, it withdraws. They understand now, not emotionally, structurally. They see where power sits by watching what no longer needs to be defended. You don't announce anything. Announcements are for insecurity. You let outcomes speak without commentary. That restraint confirms everything, because domination isn't pressure, it's absence of challenge. They stop opposing you, because opposition no longer changes results. That realization hurts more than loss. They review the damage too late, missed leverage, wrong timing, misjudged silence. Your calm rewrote the board, while they argued about moves. Now they adjust behavior around you without acknowledging why. They lower their voice, they hedge statements, they seek approval indirectly. You notice you don't reward it. Reward creates dependence. Distance creates respect. So you maintain a controlled gap, close enough to influence, far enough to remain untouched. They begin self-censoring. Ideas get filtered before reaching you. Only the strongest survive the distance. That's how hierarchy stabilizes, not through fear, through efficiency. They stop testing boundaries, because boundaries no longer move. You don't react to provocation. Provocation requires access. They no longer have it. You see the shift in how others reference you. Your name used carefully, your position assumed permanent. No one asks how it happened. They already know. The answer would unsettle them, because the truth is simple and uncomfortable. You didn't overpower them. You outlasted their instability. That's the part they can't replicate. They tried urgency. They tried pressure. They tried speed. You used time. Time sided with you because you never fought it. Now outcomes favor you by default. That's domination. When the system itself protects your position, you don't guard territory. Territory reorganizes. Others adapt or disappear, not dramatically, quietly. Their influence thins, their relevance fades. No final confrontation, no last stand. Just a gradual understanding that engaging you requires resources they no longer have. You remain unchanged on the surface. Same tone, same pace, same presence. That consistency confirms permanence. Temporary power needs reminders. Permanent power doesn't. They stop chasing. Because chasing implies possibility, and possibility has closed. You stand outside their reach without moving. That's the end state. Not domination. Through force, domination. Through inevitability. They lost everything, trying to reach you. You didn't move at all. And now, nothing follows you.